Hi guys, good morning all of you. Hope all of you can hear me.
Yeah.
Uh, right guys, right.
Mhm.
Just give me a second. Right guys. So guys, like yesterday we have just started with some of the basic concepts of the Linux, like how to set up the Linux systems I have told you. So hope all of you have done with the installation. So in my system guys, there is some issue was there. I was unable to set up the, I have a setup, but the Windows subsystem is unable to be set up in my system. So I tried for multiple times, but there is some issue maybe there, but I have to verify like what is a issue with that. So don't worry, you guys can go ahead and you can work with them. Anyone has installed the WSL system, guys? Anybody has done the installation, guys? I told you how to install the Windows subsystem for Linux. No one. No response is coming from anyone, guys. So please install it, guys. So if you install it, you can work with that. Otherwise, you can't work with that. If you want to practice it, you have to just within 1 or 2 days. I'll start with a little bit practicals. Already I started, but right now I'm having some issue with my system, so I don't know what is the reason. So same error. I already restarted the machine. I didn't get the I have unable to solve the problem. I didn't find the time. So I'll work on that, guys. It's not a problem. So you can work with any kind of a system. Once again, I'll show you guys. Go to Microsoft Store. So this is already I done. So just before starting the session also I tried it, but I was unable to do it, guys. So it's having some issue with that. So for the timing, leave it, guys. You guys can install it without having any problem. So you guys can try. Let me show you another, otherwise we'll try to install another Linux version. So maybe it's not this. So I have another Linux versions will be there. Let me install it, guys. So let us try to install Kali Linux. Let me install this one, guys. Just a second. I'm installing another. It's another flavor of Linux system, guys. It's nothing is there. It's another. It's also going to be same Linux kernel only. Everything is going to be the same only. So let us try. Let us try installation of this one, guys. Anything is a fine. It does not matter, guys. Whether you work with Kali Linux, Ubuntu, CentOS, whatever the operating system you work, it does not matter, guys. All commands are same. I mostly prefer two operating systems, guys. One is Ubuntu and the other one is CentOS. These are the most easy and comfortable, guys. Remaining are little bit confusion, generally for beginners. Better option is going to be, guys, either work with Ubuntu or either with the Ubuntu or either with the CentOS. So let me try this one, guys. So it is now installing. You guys can try anyone, guys. Anything is fine. Kali Linux or it may be Ubuntu, anything it can be there. So download is done now, guys. Yeah, it's working, guys. Ubuntu, my Kali Linux is working. Either you can work with this one also, guys. So guess what we have to do, guys? Enter a new UNIX username. I'm entering the username, guys. Same thing you have to do for Ubuntu also, guys. Same procedure even for Ubuntu also. So new password, type a password, but you don't find a password there, guys. That means you can't see the password characters there. That's why try to understand carefully. You can't see what you are typing, what you have typed in, whether it is capped is on, whether caps is in off. Please verify it, guys. So carefully, I'm entering my password very carefully, guys, because you can't see the characters there. I type in the characters, but you can't see the characters there, guys. Enter. Again, it is asking my password. So again, I have entered the password, guys. So password has been updated successfully. And we can see the prompt is like this, guys. The prompt is like this, guys. Same technique, guys. Same commands, same application. Nothing is going to be there, guys. So I'm asking, who am I? So it is saying that it is going to be Vamsi is the username, guys. Clear it. Clear the screen, guys. Now I'm going to say what is going to be uname, operating system name. It is saying that it is a Linux only, guys, because the whatever the Kali Linux is also there, that is also came from the a version of which is also going to be one of the flavor of Linux system only, guys. That's why you can say something like an what we can see is Linux is an option, what we can see, guys. So nothing difference is there. Straightforward, we can work with them, guys. And this is how we are going to be working with that. So anything is a fine. I tried working with Linux, but I didn't find the time. I didn't find the time to rectify that. I just tried for a couple of times, but it is giving some error. Anything is a fine case, guys. Commands are same. Everything is going to be same only, guys. Only just the environment is going to be different, guys. Just the environment is going to be different. Remaining everything is going to be the same as it is an application, guys. So clearing the screen, only the look and feel appearance is different, guys. It's a simple terminal. You don't get any GUI based here. It's a simple terminal to work with them, guys. Okay. So just set up the system, guys. You can just work with them. Later, I'll show you how to do a complete installation, guys. So just see this, only just a 2 minutes of time it has taken, guys. I told you, if you want, you can install the VMware with the help of the VMware, you can work. I can install the either with the Ubuntu, CentOS, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, anything you can install. At least it will take 2 classes, guys. I have to show you the VMware installation. I have to show you the setup of VMware. And after that, there is a small setups will be there, guys. So if you want to make, if I want to make you understand all the things, at least 2 sessions it is going to take, guys. That's why for the timing, guys, just use these kind of a systems. It's a simple terminal will come, which we are going to call it as a Windows subsystem for Linux. Simply, we are going to call it as WSL. This is going to be a Windows subsystem for Linux, guys. Okay. So this is the one which we can see, guys. Sorry. You can see, guys, the Kali for which is going to be Windows application allows one to install and run the Kali Linux open source, which is going to be penetrating, testing the distribution, guys, natively. So for the Windows 10 OS to launch the Kali, which is going to be shell, type Kali on the command prompt or click on the Kali, whatever the title we can do, guys. That's it. Nothing to do, and which we are going to be gets working with that, guys. So we can open as many ways we can open it, guys. It is also saying, so which we can say, which is going to be, so it is going to be gets done, guys. Done, guys. Even I can open like this also, guys. I can open like this also, guys. So if you can see, which is going to be the done, guys. So terminal, I can open a command prompt and just open the command prompt. I can work with that, guys. Nothing matters with that. Same technique, same application. This screen and this screen, both of them are going to be same only, guys. See, guys. This screen and this screen, both of them are going to be the same only. Anyhow, you can work with that. Same thing as it is, you can also work with Ubuntu, but I'm getting some issue for the timing, guys. Okay. Anybody, guys? Any questions, guys? Any questions if you have, I'll clarify that. And then I'll go ahead for the today's class, guys. Anybody?
Sir,
Your voice is breaking. Can you please?
sir.
Yeah. Once again, can you repeat it?
Configuration.
Yeah, repeat it once again.
Configuration of IP address by using the putty.
Your voice is
address, no?
Your voice is breaking. Your voice is completely lost. I can't hear you at all. You are speaking, I can hear you, but there is a lot of break is there. So please try to use a stable internet connection, guys. Okay. And mobile also is not recommended. Try to connect always from the laptop only, guys. Okay. So connect from a laptop if it is possible. Connect some external monitor also without having any disturbance. Okay. Please try to have a better internet connectivity. Otherwise, you can't hear the voice properly. Okay. Okay. IP address. Okay. Yeah, you can find out the IP address, guys. You will be having the IP address. So a little bit comes under the networking configurations. It is going to be gets coming. So by default, some utilities will not be there, guys. Okay. Some utilities are not going to be there, guys. Don't worry about that. So we can see this is going to be here. It has been already set up because it is a Windows system, right? It is a Windows, whatever the compatibility is there. So that's why it is not, we don't have any problem with that. You can see that using this IP address, you can connect from the putty also, we can connect it. That also I'll show you later. But for the timing, we are going to be working with the terminal itself. So how to connect by using putty and all these things, I'll show you about that. So where do you practice that? Where do you practice it? You have to have a practice for system, right? So from where you practice it? In the case, who is the name? I can't see it. So Vinay, right? Vinay Rao. Is it right? Yes. So it is going to be, if you have, okay, you better practice it. You have to practice it. No. So in your tab, you cannot do that. You can only listen the class. So if you simply listen the class, it's not sufficient. Specifically Linux, you require a lot of practice is required. Without having a practice, you cannot do that. Okay. So if it is possible, I'll do one thing. I'll let you know. Even I don't know. you can create a cloud account in some AWS and you can work with that. That also we can do that. So if you want, you can try it. In the case if you guys are not having a laptops with you currently, we have a cloud account is there. Connect to AWS and try to create a cloud account. But you have to pay some few. You have to pay some, not that much money also. Just a few. It's a very small amount only we have to pay. Hardly 100 rupees or something per a month, not more than that. But you should be a little bit careful, otherwise they will charge us a lot of money. They will charge us. If you can do that, you can create an EC2 machine in Amazon and you can work with that. Okay, fine. So you can do that. It's going to be some few rupees. It's going to be $1 or $2 they will charge us. Okay, it's not that one. Once you use it, once if you use it, it's not for creating the account, guys. For creating of account, they will charge only 2 rupees. But if you use the EC2 machine, you have to pay some money. I don't use this that much, but to show the concept, I'll use this it actually. I'll show you let me show you my Amazon account. Let me connect with my Amazon account. I'll show you this also, guys. We'll connect with, which is going to be with a cloud setup also we can work. Without installation also we can work. Right now I'm not doing that. Later I'll show you the application, guys. I think I have to pay some money also. I forgot to pay the money. I have to pay. I think I don't know whether they have been made the account or not. Let me check once. I think 5 rupees or 6 rupees. Last month I paid 4 rupees. This month I have to pay 5 rupees, I think. I forgot to pay it. Actually, I have to pay by end of this month. End of the last month only I have to pay. I forgot to pay it. So right now my billing is around 5 rupees, I think so. I have to pay. So this is this month. Coming to the last month, it is going to be, I have a pending bill, I think. I have to pay 5 rupees, I think. I have got a bill. Yeah, it's pending, guys. So they are asking to pay it immediately. I have to pay it immediately. So after the class, I'll pay it. It's going to be due is on October 2nd. I have to pay by the end of the month. But I didn't pay it. It's 5 rupees I have to pay. Even I don't use it. Only for creation only, they will charge us. Only for whenever I create, I'll show for the students, right? Only for a few minutes only, I'll use it. Not more than that. But if you want to use it for a more time, you have to pay more and more. You have to pay it. But they're not charges for thousands of rupees. Maybe $2, $1, $2, they will charge us. Carefully, we have to do that. Otherwise, they will charge us 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, or sometimes even it goes more than 5,000 also they will go. So you should be little bit careful with these AWS accounts. Okay, so I'll show you that that applications also. There we can create an EC2 machine and we can work with that application, guys. Okay, so that is going to be the one more the point of discussion. Okay, anybody, guys, any other questions if you have? So this is going to be my my Kali Linux was there right now. I can work with either the Kali Linux, either I can work with this. So either with this or I have other options are also there. I can work with them, guys. Okay, fine. So the first thing, guys, yesterday we have seen a little bit idea about what is kernel, what is the architecture. No worries. Somebody has asked about, sir, can you work a little bit more about the kernel? We'll see them, guys. We'll see them because in the first classes itself, we really can't understand what is this kernel. So yesterday we have discussed the main components are going to be like this, guys. This is your architecture of your Linux. So there is an hardware will be there. Above the hardware layer, there is a kernel will be there. So kernel is a main important component that will execute, that will perform all your operations, guys. Above that, there is a shell is there, and we have the whatever the user request will be there. So yesterday I have shown you some few commands I shown you. So what we have to say, guys, echo, which is going to be $shell. It is going to tell you where is that particular. Currently, I'm using a bash shell, guys. Echo, which is going to be $0. Echo, which is going to be $0. It is going to say that I'm using a bash shell, guys. It is the shell type which we are using. We are having a different type of shells are there. Bash shell, corn shell, K shell. We have a different type of shells are there. Later we'll see them, how to work with a different type of shells. But what is a shell is basically, guys, shell is nothing but it's just like an interpreter. It is an interpreter between the user and the kernel. So it contains a set of functions will be there. Just all the commands will be there. Whenever the user gives a request, first the request will goes to that particular shell, and shell is going to check out whether the particular command is there or not there. So here, if you can see, guys, all my shell is there in the bin directory. In the bin directory, all the commands will be there, guys. All of your commands will be there. Whatever the commands you are writing, all the commands will be there in the bin directory only. So in the bin directory, you can find out all the list of the commands. So first it checks out whether the command is there or not there. If the command is there, then it will be converted into the machine understandable language or the kernel understandable language. And after that, it will go for the execution, guys. So that is basically the idea about that. Okay, so today's what is our discussion, guys? Today, what is our main discussion here is how the directory structures. That means in Linux, how the directories are created in our Windows, guys. In Windows, we have an idea. So we are having your my PC. Go to your my PC. In my PC, you will be having a C drive. In C drive, we are going to be having a different folders, users. In the users folder, for every user, there is a separate folder will be there. And inside that, there is going to be some folders like, for example, desktop, downloads. We have all these particular folders are going to be there, guys, isn't it? So if I want to go to the downloads folder, here we can find the downloads folder, what we can see, guys. This is your downloads folder. Where is the downloads folder basically, guys? It is there in this location, C:/ the user / Vamsi Krishna / downloads. But instead of every day going like that, directly you can open your file explorer. This is your file explorer. There directly we have a shortcuts are there. Downloads, directly I can go to the downloads. But where is exactly the downloads location? It is there in the C drive. In the C drive, there is a folder called as an users. Inside that, one username will be there. In that, there is a downloads folder is there. You are going directly to documents folder. How we are going to documents folder? Where is the document folder was there? It is there in the C drive. In the C drive, there is a users folder. In C drive, we are having the users folder. Inside the users, we have the folder with the name Vamsi Krishna with my name. And there you can find a folder called as documents folder will be there. Same as it is, desktop will be there. Normally, when you open the system, automatically desktop automatically comes. This is your desktop, guys, which is visible. But desktop is also one folder only, guys. Desktop is also going to be one of the folder only. So it starts from C drive, it starts from D drive, or it starts from X drive. It is going to start something like this, guys. Okay, it is going to be starting something like this. That's why what practically we have to do, guys, is we should know like how the Windows operating system is having the directory structure. Okay, C drive will contain users folder will contain something, program files, Windows folders. We know the directory structures now, guys. Why program files folder will be there? Mostly all your applications are going to be stored here only, guys. This is all your 64-bit applications. These are all x86 means 32-bit applications, guys. There are 32-bit applications. Like that, for every operation you create, one folder, your Windows, guys. Generally, we don't disturb these Windows folders, right? We don't use this folder for our applications. Why? Because all these are Windows related files. If I do any mistake, what will happen here is they will be getting some kind of an error will come. If you delete any file from the Windows folder, that totally corrupt your Windows sometimes. That's why we don't disturb them. We'll create our own folders. Like, see, guys, I created some other separate folders. My folder called as a data, images, new data, Vamshi folder. Like that, I created my own folders, guys. Power BI. So this is going to be one folder what I created because I deliver the trainings on Power BI. Mostly, I'll work on data science. So I have a lot of data with us. So this is all the data which I'll use as, guys, because I works on the data science. Like that, you will be having the techniques, guys. Yeah. So yeah, guys, just sorry, guys, just give me a few minutes of time. I just got one small work. It's going to be I have to do it now. Just stay 5 minutes, guys. Please be stay 5 minutes online. 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be back, guys. Okay. So there is some work is going on, so I have to just monitor it. Please wait for 5 to 10 minutes, guys. I'll be back within 5 to 10 minutes of time. Okay. Please be online, guys. All of you. Yeah, guys. Just sorry for the delay. So let's continue, guys. I hope anyone, guys, is I'm audible? Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, yeah, audible.
Right, guys. Okay, thank you. So, guys, like today, what we are trying to discuss here is like how the Windows systems will have some kind of a directories. Here also, we have to understand how the directory structure in the Linux system, guys. So in Windows, we know that it's going to start with C drive. So it is a hierarchy is going to be like this, guys. If I talk about the Windows file system, whenever we talk about the Windows file system or what we call it as the Windows, which is going to be a directory structure. So whenever we are talking about a Windows directory structure, how it will be there, guys. So you will be having something like a C drive. In C drive, you will be having the different folders. Like we are having a program files. We are having something called as an Windows folders. Like that, we can find a different types of folders. What we can find it, guys, isn't it? Something like users. So in the users folder, again, there is an hierarchy. So like that, we'll be finding some subfolders. We can see it, guys. Same as it is in Linux also, how the directory structure is going to exist, guys. So in Linux, how the directory structure is going to be existing, let us try to find it off, guys. Let us talk about what is the Linux directory structure, guys. So coming to the Linux directory structures, there are going to be, it's a little bit confusion, guys. We don't have any C drive, we don't have any D drive, guys. We don't have any C drive and we don't have any D drives, guys. Okay, then what we are going to be having, guys? What generally we are going to be having here now? Coming to this, we are going to be having something the starting point. In Windows, the starting point is going to be C drive, D drive, X drive, whatever you want. But coming to the Linux, it is not like that, guys. It is not like that. Where it is going to start, guys? It is going to start from the root, which is going to be represented as, which is going to be represented as an, which is going to be nothing but your forward slash, guys. It is going to be, we are going to be using it as a forward slash. Your starting point is going to be not C drive, D drive or X drive, guys. It is going to be a forward slash will be there, guys. What is that particular forward slash is called as? It is basically, it's a starting point now, guys. It is what we call it as a root. Just like you can easily remember, like for a tree, the starting is going to be nothing but it starts from the root, guys. Same as it is in Linux system also, your starting point is going to be nothing but it will be a forward slash, guys. See there, guys. See there, if I say, just don't worry about that. If I said PWD, PWD stands for present working directory. Currently where I was there, I was currently there in the forward slash. That is your starting point. Generally we call it as root. So root means it is your starting point of your the window, the Linux file system or a directory structure. It will be a forward slash will be there, guys. That is your starting point. Got the point? So in this particular root folder, you can find a different files we can find it off, guys. So later I'll tell you some commands, but as of now, I'm going to use some two frequently used commands, guys. But remember, maybe all of you, maybe some of you have been aware about that. If you don't have the idea about also, just we can work PWD, guys. PWD stands for, which is going to be what we are going to call it as a present working directory, guys. It is what we call it as a present working directory. Got the point? So PW. So currently you are in which directory? For example, in Windows, guys, you know that, no? For example, in Windows, for example, let us say that currently where you are. For example, let me open some folder, guys. In C drive, data folder, I was there in some folder called as an stock folder. Now, where is your current working directory? Currently, you are in C drive. In the C drive, we are having you are in the data folder. Inside the data folder, you are there in the stock folder. Okay. Now, same as it is PWD. Generally, these two commands I'm going to use as for the timing. Currently, you are in which directory? Currently, we are in the root, the forward slash, guys. Can you see, guys? It is showing the something like a forward slash root. What is ls? Ls is another command I use as, guys. ls is nothing but just to list out all the files and folders which are currently there in your directory, guys. Can you see, guys? There are some different directories are there, guys. Bin, dev, home, lib64, mnt, proc, run. There are so many folders are there, guys. In every system, these folders will be there. Generally, these will changes from one distribution to another distribution. For example, if you go to Ubuntu, guys, in Ubuntu, I may find a different. That means almost all same will be there, but some of them may not be available, guys. Some of them will be available, some of them may not be available. So bin will be available, guys. DEV will available. ETC will be available. Where is ETC, guys? Yeah, ETC is here. So bin, which is going to be boot, dev, etc, home, lib, which is going to be lib directory. Okay, media, mnt, which is going to be the root. We have sys, we have user, sbin. There are some common directories will be there, guys. So it will not be, I don't say that same thing will be there in every type of the Linux operating system. It depends on the flavor what you are using. It depends on the distribution what we are going to be using it, guys. Okay. Only folder, not directory, will come from ls command. Folder is nothing but a directory, right? Only folder, not directory, will come from the ls command. It displays all the files and folders. Actually, we call it as folder in Windows. We call it as a directory. These are directories, guys. Most of them are directories only. Got the point? Most of them are going to be directories only. There are going to be directories. Don't worry about them. Later I'm going to tell you ls, which is going to be -l. You are going to get some kind of an application like this, guys. Can you see there? Can you see there, guys? So all these blue colors, whatever the blue colors we can see, they are your directories. D stands for directories, guys. Okay, we don't have any files. We don't have a files. These are what we call it as the soft links, which are going to be links, guys. Lib is going to be the link to, it's like a shortcut. In Windows, we have a shortcut, right? So lib is a shortcut to user/lib. Lib32 is a shortcut for user/lib32. These are all shortcut files, guys. These are executable files. So you see, init is there. It is an executable file. It is going to be. So don't worry. We'll see about all those particular applications. All these are directories only. In Windows, we call it as folders. Here we are going to call it as directories. We call it as. Fine. Yes, I think Gupta, right? Is it fine now? Did you understood? Okay. So directory in Windows, we call it as directory or folder. Both of them are same only, no, guys. So ls means which is going to display all the list of files and folders or files and directories in that particular current location. Okay. Currently, I was in this location, guys. That's why it will show you. So just a little bit idea, like which folders are used for what purpose. I'm not going to discuss about all the folders, guys. Some folders I'm going to talk about them. I'll talk about each and every folder. I'll talk about that later. So like some of the important folders, guys, bin, we have etc, we have a dev, okay, and we are having something called as an temp, which is going to be temp folder. These are all the folders, guys. Sbin, okay, and these are going to be lib, and we are having a different types of folders, guys. Mnt, okay, mount, we are having the options, guys, which is going to be, we have home, we are having something called as an user usr folder will be there. It's not user, it is going to be usr is the name of the folder, guys. So see, guys, some of the folders I have written it. Root, mnt is the media files it contains, home directory, etc, dev, boot. So these are going to be some of the directories what we can see, guys. It generally changes. So when you work with Ubuntu, maybe some of the folders which may find additionally, some of the files may not find it, guys. So these are going to be nothing but the folders which are there in the root directory. So your point is going to start from root, guys. Your root is going to be, your path is going to be start from the root. Inside the root, we are going to be having all these things. Imagine like which is C drive in Windows. Here it is going to be root is a starting point. Inside the C drive, how we have program files, how we have Windows, how we have user. Same as it is here also, we have the different directories, guys. Okay. So just a little bit idea to understand what is this particular folder contains, guys. Let me write one by one, guys. So I'm writing /bin. Why I'm writing /bin, guys? Bin is going to be there as a part of your root path, your root directory. It is going to be your root directory, guys. Root is nothing but your starting point. So from your root directory, there will be a bin folder will be there, guys. What is the bin folder contains? The bin folder maintains, I told you now, guys, it is going to maintains all the user executable commands. All our user executable commands are going to be there at, user executable commands, guys. they are going to be user executable commands. So whatever the user executable commands are there, already shown you guys. Whenever I shared one, whenever you ask for shell, it is showing /bin only, right? So what is meaning of the bin slash, which is going to be bash? All your shell commands are going to be there in the bin folder only. So how to go to bin folder? You can go to bin folder like this, guys. CD. Let me clear the screen, guys. CD. Now currently where you are, this is your present working directory, guys. CD. Go to the bin directory, guys. Check it out, guys. Currently you are in bin directory. It is showing you, guys. Currently where you are, here only it is showing you. In Ubuntu, it won't show you like this. It will show in a different way. It will show in a different way. So Vamsi is a user, and the name of the machine is going to be laptop-ivr3qpi. And in that, there is a folder called as an root directory / inside that the bin is the directory, guys. Check out ls. It is going to show you all the list of the whatever the user commands, what we can see, guys. So bin directory contains all these commands, guys. Your pwd, whatever the cd command just now we have been got used. So all these are going to be part of this particular whatever the commands we are going to be executing, guys. So all commands, whatever the commands we are executing, every command is going to be the part of this particular CP. CP stands for copy command. Clear is for clearing of the screen. CP is for copying of the, it's going to be for copy. MV, which is going to be for moving, isn't it? So like that, guys, we are having so many commands are going to be there, which we have to work with them. So later we'll see them, guys. All the cat command. Cat is basically used to read the data. Change owner, which is going to be change owner is there. Change group is there. Change mode is there. Like that, guys. All these are going to be some kind of a commands only. Everything is a command. So date is a command. If you want to know the today's date, what we have to say, simply you say that it is going to be date, guys. Date is a command. Date is a command, guys. So we can see if you go there and verify, there is a date command is there. Wednesday, November 1st at 10:23:08 a.m. IST 2023, guys. Like that, the bin is going to contains all the list of whatever the user executable commands will be there, guys. Same as it is. Let quickly tell you guys all of them. Just some of them you can understand. Some of them you can ignore now. As of now, you can ignore, guys. What is etc files contains, guys? Generally we know that, no, like in Windows we have some Windows configuration files will be there. So what are the Windows configuration? So many lot of Windows configuration files will be there, isn't it? Same as it is, all your the system configuration files will be there in this file in the folder called as etc. So what is etc contains, guys? Like what are the passwords? All these are going to be available in this particular etc folder only, guys. So if you want to know how many users are there, what are the users, their passwords, all these things are available in the etc folder. So what is the etc folder contains, guys? It is going to maintains, which is going to be the system configuration files. They contains all the system which is going to be configuration files. For the timing, we are at beginning level, guys. So don't worry about that. Later we are going to see one by one. Now go to etc folder, guys. How to go to etc folder? Come one folder outside. CD dot dot. CD dot dot means you come one folder outside, guys. From bin directory, you came outside. So it is going to be slash. Hope all of you know it now. In Windows, how do you do it, guys? In Windows, whenever we go to one folder, you went to one folder, guys. Let us say that C drive, data folder. I went into a stock folder. Now I want to come back, guys. If you want to come one folder outside, now currently you are in stock folder. I want to come to data folder. What you do, guys? Just you click on that. You want to go to C drive, you click on that. You want to go to the previous, it is going to be this PC, C drive directly, isn't it? But here, how do you do it, guys? Whenever you want to come one folder outside, you have to say cd dot dot. I'll tell you later. Change directory, guys. Now check it out carefully, guys. Now currently we are in root slash. In that, again, the same folder, guys. There is a folder called as etc. Go to etc folder, guys. ls. See, guys, all these are going to be nothing but the different type of system configuration files. See, guys, .conf. There is a folder called as an passwd. Check it out. Where is that particular file was there, guys? It is going to be passwd is the name of the file, guys. What it is going to maintain, guys? It is going to maintain all the information about the users and all these things. The information will be there, guys. information. If you want to work with cron jobs, all the cron jobs are going to be maintained here, guys. Like that, for every system configuration, there is going to be some kind of a file will be there. Let me open the password file, guys. How to open the password file? Don't worry about. It is cat, which is going to be passwd. Cat means only just to read the data, guys. It is just to read the data, guys. See, guys, these are all the different users. Later we'll talk about the users, guys. So these are going to be some kind of a users. Currently, what is their particular bash shell? What is their home directory? Check it out. So don't worry about all these users. Check with the Vamsi user, guys. Vamsi user is going to be there. Some information is there, guys. Leave it. So what is their home directory? Home/Vamsi. And what is this bash location? It is going to be /bin/, which is going to be the bash. That is about Vamsi user. If I add another user, guys, it will be creating a one more user, one more file will be created. Sorry, one more input, one more row is going to be created for this. Later we'll see them, but I just want to share, I want to share you the details like what is that particular etc folder contains. So bin folder contains all the user executable commands, and etc folder is going to contains all the system configuration files it contains, guys. Just an idea. We don't need to work that much about that, but maybe in interview point of view, them ask you, tell me what are the directories which which generally that will be available in the root directory. No need to buy hard, guys. Slash, it is bin, etc, dev, user, root, home. These are going to be some of the directories, guys. If they ask you like what is the purpose of that, just try to know that /bin /etc. Okay, what is going to be .dev, guys? You can understand, which is going to be nothing but it is going to be all the device files information, guys. What it is going to maintain, guys? It is going to DV stands for device files, which is going to be what is going to be the device files information will be there. All the device files information is going to be maintained in this particular DEV folder, guys. Check it out. Go there and check it out, guys. How to go to the DEV folder? Come one folder outside, cd dot dot. Otherwise, you can also move like this also, guys. cd/dev. You can directly go there, guys. I'll tell you all the application, guys. I'll tell you all the application, guys. These are all nothing but what we can call it as the device files, what we can see that. Something relevant to the device, something relevant to device. Don't worry. What are those, all these things? Later, if it is required, we'll see that. Otherwise, not required. Standard input, output operations, standard input, standard errors. These are all going to be some of the files which are related to the devices. Like that, guys, we have different folders will be there. Every folder you can check it out, guys. What is the purpose of that? It is going to be .tmp. TMP we can understand, guys. It's a temporary files information. There are going to be nothing but a temporary files, guys. It is going to maintain all the temporary files information. And apart from that, we also have something called as an sbin. I was not sure about that. Is sbin is available here now? CD, go back one folder back. It changes, guys. It changes from one system to another system. Sbin. What is sbin contains, guys? Sbin contains, bin contains normal user executable commands. Sbin contains administrator commands, guys. So the commands which need to be executed by administrators, those are going to be there in the sbin command. So if you go to sbin, you can find some kind of a commands, guys. See there, it is going to be cd, it is going to be sbin. So say /sbin, guys. Otherwise, it does not know where it is moving. ls. All these are going to be commands which generally executed by the admins, guys. Admins. See there, add group. Okay. These are going to be change root, change password. Isn't it, guys? All these are going to be admin related commands, right? It is going to be admin related commands, guys. So these are all admin related commands. Okay. So these admin related commands are going to be there in sbin user. So sbin folder. Like that, bin is nothing but basic user commands, all which anybody can execute. But if you want to execute admin commands, you should be having some kind of an admin privileges. Everybody cannot do it. Everybody cannot perform the operations. Okay, what is sbin maintains, guys? Xbin is going to maintains. It is going to be, as I told you, user executable commands. Every user can execute, but sbin contains administrator executable commands. It is administrator. Who is the admin will be there now, guys? The administrator executable commands. It is going to be available in the sbin folder. Like that, guys. Like that, we'll be having the different folders, guys. What is going to be /lib? So I told every operating system comes with some kind of a library. So what it is going to contain, guys? It is going to contain all the library files, guys. It contains all the library files. Like that, guys, we can work with different types of users, like MNT, which is going to be mounted devices. It's going to be nothing but what are going to be contains all the whatever that particular mountable files information that is going to be available here now. Mountable files information is going to be maintained, guys. Like that, we'll be having a different folders. Mainly, you have to work with this folder, guys. Mainly concentrate on this particular folder, guys. So every user will have, that in Windows, guys, C:/users. For every users, there is a separate folder will be there, guys. For example, if I have Vamsi Krishna, so there is a Vamsi Krishna folder will be there. If I create another folder, it will be, for example, I created another user called a student. One more folder will be created, guys. For every user, there is a separate folder will be created where in the users folder. Same like this. In Linux also, guys, for every user, one separate folder will be created. Where that is created, it is in the home folder, guys, home directory. So what is that particular home directory, guys? It is going to be contains, what is home directory, guys? Home directory is going to be nothing but it is going to contains the home directories. For every user, there is one home directory will be there, guys. Home directory for every user. For every user, home directory will be there. Just now we have seen there. Check it out once. Let me check it out. I'll finish off it, guys. CD, go to the folder called as an etc folder. In etc folder, I've shown you a file with a name called as, which is going to be password file, guys. See, guys, for every user, there is an home directory will be there. See, for Vamshi, what is your home directory? /home/Vamshi. Got the point, guys? For root, what is the root folder? There is going to be, there is a root user is there, guys. Don't get confused. Root path is there, root directory is there, root user is there. This is root user. Root user is having his home directory as, which is going to be /root. For daemon, it is going to be user/sbin, guys. Like that, different users, even this user also is home directory for some of your user directories, guys. See, can you see the application? User/sbin, user/sbin, user/sbin. You can see /var/something, user/sbin. You can find out a different types of whatever the user directories are there. So even you can talk about home user or even the user called as USR folder also. It is going to be nothing but maintains all the home directories for every user, guys. So once again, bin is going to maintain user executable commands. etc maintains all system device system configurations. dev stands for device file information, temporary files. sbin is administrative commands. lib is going to be the libraries, and mnt is nothing but mountable files. And home and user folder is going to be the home directories for every user, guys. So please concentrate more on this particular home folder, guys. Got the point? So this is going to be about the concept of which is going to be the home path, guys. So these are the directory structures, guys. These are the directory structures. So first of all, the root starts with the /, that is the root starts with the starting point is for the root. From there, all these distributions is going to take place, guys. Okay. So this is about the basically the idea about the directory structure. Please, all of you guys, please install the operating system. Very easy to install. So in the case, if anybody having an issue with the Windows subsystem, so please let me know. Even you can work with Kali Linux, guys. Anything you can work. Commands are same. You can work with the commands as it is. Okay. So just a little bit idea about directory structures. I told you, guys. In tomorrow, we'll start with a little bit practical concepts. I'll start it in the tomorrow's class, guys. Okay. Anybody, guys? Any questions?
So like what is that /home directory contains?
For every user, there will be one directory will be created. You got my point? So in Windows, for example, when you open the Windows, in Windows, you see the users folder. In users folder, for every user, if I currently I don't have any user, but if I create another Windows user, automatically one more folder will be created. Understood?
On his name.
On his name. Okay, in your
Okay.
system, you verify your username will be there.
This will contain the user info, right?
User related files, not user info, user related files.
User related files. Okay.
Isn't it? Same as it is in Linux also, for every user you create, one separate directory will be created. Got it?
Okay.
Now all
Okay.
the Vamsi related folders will be there in Vamsi folder. Where is this Vamsi folder was there? That is there in the home directory. If I create one more user, like for example, Krishna, then what is the Krishna's home directory? The Krishna's home directory will be there in same /home/one Krishna folder will be created. See there, go to CD home directory. Now, if you said ls, right now only one user is there. That's why only one folder will be there. Okay. If I create one more user, automatically one more folder will be created. So Vamsi is having all his files in Vamsi directory. For example, if I created a student user will have all his files related to in the student folder. It will be there. Got it? Like that. Like that, for every user, one separate folder will be created. But there is a root user will be there. Root is an administrator user. Root user files will be there. It is going to be there in the /root folder only. It will be there. But observe carefully what is happening. Can you see that? Permission is denied because I cannot access this folder. So Vamsi user, I was a normal user. Vamsi user, I cannot access the root user. Even Vamsi user cannot access other users' folders. There is some security is there. So if anybody can access the files like that, there is no security, right? That's why one user cannot access the folders of other user. So there must be some permissions must be there. Then only they can access it.
Yeah, perfect. Got it.
Right? Fine. Right, guys. Any others, guys? Any other questions if we have? Okay. I'm just disconnecting this terminal, guys. So I'll prefer to work with Ubuntu itself, but anything is fine case, guys. Better to install all of them so that you can get exposure to all of the environments. Okay. So that's it for the today's class, guys. Please make sure that all of you do the installation, guys. Why? Because we are almost all starting with the practicals. So if you want to really work parallelly with me, you should also have all these practical application, guys. You should also have the environment. Then only you can work with that. Otherwise, you can't work with it. Okay. So thanks for today, guys. We'll meet up in the tomorrows. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So you will be covering advanced Linux with shell scripting.
Yes, shell scripting. Yeah, we'll cover. Right. Okay. So thanks all of you guys. Yeah. Hello.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yes. We'll cover it. We'll cover
advanced
the shell scripting. Yeah, advanced shell
scripting and the Linux.
Yeah. Your voice is breaking. I can't hear you properly. 40 days. As I don't know the name. Subin is showing us. It's 40 days. It will take it.
No, sir. My question is this. Actually,
Yeah.
sorry. We'll be teaching.
Yes.
We'll be covering like advanced Linux and advanced shell scripting. Both?
Yes. Advanced Linux means, see, advanced Linux means, what do you mean to say advanced Linux? So see, there are two things are there. One is like a normal Linux user, just like a normal how to work with Windows. You want to work with Linux or Linux administration. Two roles will be there. So we are going to cover a basic administration concept. We are going to cover it. Administration means there is a separate course will be there. There are going to work with all the disk, all the storage devices. They are going to be working with the networking protocols. Those are going to be administrator related concept. But as a Linux user, whatever the commands that are required, all that commands we are going to discuss. A little bit administration part, like how to create the users, how to change the passwords, how to change the permission, basic administration, not complex administrations. And apart from that, I'm also going to discuss about the shell scripting concepts.
So by knowing this basic thing, basic Linux, can I start working? Or
yeah, you can work. You can work. For what purpose you are learning Linux? Can you tell me?
For job purpose.
That means only on Linux or any other technology?
Linux database, I know.
So actually you have to check the job on the database. Basically, if you're looking for a job on database, but being you know how to work with, because maybe in real time the databases may work in Linux environment, you should be knowing about how to write the the database scripts in Linux systems, how to run the database scripts in Linux. You should be knowing about those particular concepts. So either two things, either you have to learn the Linux basically to work, because it's just an operating system. So specifically, we don't require it, like, we cannot say that like a Java developer is there. We cannot say that Linux developer. It's not a Linux developer it is going to be. Okay. So it is just an operating system. So to work with other technologies, you have to require the Linux operating systems. So whatever the skills that are required to manage your operating system, all that skills we are going to discuss about here.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Shankar. Yeah, it will work, but by default in Ubuntu, the IP, the net tables are there will not be, the IP config will not be there. So I have to set some kind of a networking tools. We have to install it. Then it will work. I'll show you that, Shankar, later. Okay.
You will teach little bit of cloud as well, like the basic part.
Basic cloud I'll teach you. Like how
Whatever
to create.
You will complete all those.
All the things we'll cover. Yes,
Okay,
absolutely, all of them.
fine.
Okay, right, guys. Just for today, I'll stop it here, guys. We'll continue in the tomorrow's class. Thanks all of you guys.